point of today and this event was to teach people how to use random garbage around your house that usually gets put into a landfill and take that and turn it into planters. So for like aluminum cans and stuff, you got to make sure you clean out the inside, and then you're going to want to put some holes in the bottom for some drainage. For the toilet paper rolls, you fold up the bottom. For a while there, we were using glue. That's why that's stuck down there like that. Glue is not biodegradable, not in the aspect that we think it is. It can be biodegraded, but it takes a long time. So there's a new way to do it. It's not as pretty, but you can push the bottoms in and then you push the bottoms down. You can also use fruit containers. Fruit containers automatically have drainage put into them. These usually get thrown away and recycled on the daily. Some containers, they don't have drainage. So when you have a container that has drainage and you have a container that doesn't have drainage, rather than going to the store and buying a watering tray, you can literally just use the lid from one of a different container and set that in there, and then you can water from the bottom without watering through the top, because it's actually bad to water through the top, but a lot of times people do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tin can because I can fit a little bit more into it, so we can kind of show it off as we go through the video. You can literally just scoop it. Okay, she put you in the video, too bad. Just put a small layer in there.
It says live, that means it's live, right?
Yeah, that's good. So you put a small layer at the bottom. That's going to end up biodegrading over time, but it's also going to allow for the soil to have drainage so that the holes don't get plugged up. This compost has been breaking up for about 1.5 years. So you can see there's wood chips in here, and they have actually biodegraded, quite a bit, and turned into what you see. This is the most sifted small particles that I have. Once you got your wood chips in here, you're gonna put a small amount of compost, because like I said, that's gonna break down and provide food for the plants. We're gonna use potting soil. Typically we don't use potting soil because these are not going to be potted plants. They're going to be plants that get transplanted into the ground. Good job. But we're using potting mix because that's all we could find in the last minute. It'll be fine for what we're doing, and then when you transplant it, you just make sure that you're going to use actual topsoil, compost, and wood chips, and vermiculite or perlite. So we're going to fill this up. All right, we got all kinds of seeds to be chosen from. We got cucumbers, sweet peppers, apple seeds that my sister took trying to grow some apples. Anything in these brown packs or a yellow pack or this white pack, it's our first time actually preserving seeds, so it's kind of a hit or miss on whether or not they work. These ones will for sure work. So today we don't have any. We'll do a jalapeno pepper. So then we're gonna sow the jalapeno peppers. We're gonna do 4 seeds. The reason we're doing 4 seeds in the one holder is because there's a good chance, I shouldn't say a good chance, but there's a chance that maybe only 2 out of the 4 seeds actually sprout. So you want to put a little bit more in, and then when you go to transplant it, you could actually separate the seeds. Then we're going to come back to station 4, and we're going to top it off after we got our seeds in there. What? Did anybody bring in that watering can?
Yeah. There was a watering can.
Yeah, there was a little unicorn one in the back of the van.
Oh, good.
So then we're gonna lightly layer the soil. Gloves are optional, you don't have to have gloves on. It's better to get your hands dirty. And there we have it, guys. That is a fully seeded plant. All we need left to do is to water it and then put it aside into a sunny location and it'll start. It'll take, for jalapeno peppers, I don't actually know. And sadly, because we self-preserved, I don't have an information sheet on it. For the stuff that we self-preserved, bleh, I probably should have made an info sheet on, and if I do this again, I will try to do that. Thanks, guys.